Hold on. It's doing it. Amazing. Okay, so let me get started. I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Miriam Golubgir, and I own Digital Marketing Experts. I've been around for 18 years, and I believe in creating a sustainable marketing strategy and a marketing plan for small to medium-sized businesses. And we work with many businesses ongoingly, and we've had worked with many businesses on a one-time basis. Our focus is search engine optimization, social media marketing strategies, website development, and online advertising. Dabbled a little bit with the video and mobile marketing as well. And because everything is changing as time goes by, we had to learn about AI. So I spent the past year and a half learning more about the tools that are available and basically downloading every single one of these tools and digging into them and figuring out what works and what doesn't work. And I'd like to share that information with all of you. So, excuse me, I need to apologize because I will be coughing a lot. I have bronchitis, so I do apologize if I'm coughing a lot in the middle of this. I'll try my best to limit the amount of coughing. All right, so why are we talking about customer service? Because customer service is the foundation and the cornerstone of every successful business. And the relationship we build with these customers, they last a very long time. I've started this business 10 years ago, and I have a steady group of 13 clients that I've had working with me ongoingly every month for the past 10 years. And on top of that, I have other clients that I have worked with 10 years ago that still come back. And if they have any sort of a one-offs, they want to work with me. So I value customer service more than anything in the world. And it's important to keep them engaged. Now, when we talk about introducing something like an AI into a customer service, there's a bit of a negative connotation with it because we always want to be able to talk to a real human being. We have questions that are unique from the other person. If I bought a service from you that is unique to my needs, I might have specific questions for that particular service that I have bought or the product that I have bought. So we have to be very mindful how we introduce AI into our business and how it would benefit us, not necessarily work against us because we think that's what the people want out there. That's not what's happening. Our clients, they do want, they expect loyalty. We expect loyalty from them, but then they expect loyalty and 100% honesty from our end as well. So it's important for us to be very mindful of that. So as we go through this whole presentation, we're going to talk about how it's so important to understand what our audience wants and what our end user wants from our business as well. Okay, so let's talk about why AI. Well, first of all, because AI has been around for a bit of a time now, and there are four major components of an AI that makes it why everybody wants to use it. So number one is that it's very easy to personalize it. So you can analyze a lot of data to understand individual customers and what their preferences are, what their behavior is, and allow you as a business owner to offer something that's incredibly personalized and that would resonate with that customer. So that's why we're talking, when originally I said it's good to introduce AI into it, but it has to be that it's personalized for every single individual, not necessarily that it's customized for your business. It's customized for your type of clients that you have. It's efficiency. It's all about how, it makes life much easier to have a tool that is automated and it's a routine task and it frees up staff's time to focus on other strategies. It has accuracy, and the insight and the recommendations that it provides reduces errors and makes decision making easier for us, and scalability. So any solution that is AI based helps your business grow. something as simple as using a ChatGPT tool. It has made it easier for you to, produce more content because now you're using ChatGPT and it just spits out more content as you go along. So that scalability is available to you. So how are we going to use this, and how are we going to use these tools to build customer trust? So let's go over a few tools that are available. Now, before I start talking about these tools, I want you to understand that when I originally said we're gonna build these and customize it for our customers, the first step to that would be for you to sit down and have a moment where you realize, okay, so I have a customer set, right? You have personas. So you have someone like Miriam, me, that comes and shops from you. So there's certain characteristics and behaviors that I have that allows me to come and buy from you. And there's a reason why I'm coming to buy from you. So what I want you to do is, before you use any of these tools, I want you to figure out who your customers are and build those personas around those customers. So it's a really good practice for your business as well. So I want you to build and customize your favorite clients. So you have your money makers, people that do buy a lot of your products. So that's your top persona. That's that, you have someone, let's say you sell shoes, and you have this one woman, her name is Miriam. She loves shoes. She wears a lot of runners. Sometimes she buys high heels from you, but she mostly buys runners from you. Miriam is your top performer because she buys more. So I want you to build her. Then I want you to build who's your medium, your average client that buys from you. Create that persona. That could be a man or a woman, or whatever gender they chose to be. That this person spends hours researching your products before they buy. They have very specific wants and needs from you. So once you build these personas, then what you're going to do is you're going to pick these tools that you need based on that particular customer. Sounds a little tricky, but it really isn't. So if you think about it, Miriam, me, your number one persona who buys a lot of your products and services, needs a lot of customer service and help. She needs to have her hand held throughout the process of, shopping. So you might need to put a chatbot on your website. And this is where we're going to be talking about chatbot. But is Miriam the type of person that needs to have an instant conversation with you? Can she wait 2 seconds before you get there, or you have another individual to come online? So when you know so much about your clientele, then you can pick the chat bot that works for you, or the other tools that I'm going to recommend that works for your customers, okay? So do that audience breakdown. Make sure that you have built your personas. Who are your top sellers, the top buyers? Who are your, average customers that you love the most? And who is your favorite customer that you would like to get? And your perfect customer, your wish list customer, and create that persona as well, because sometimes you might come across a tool that could help you get that particular customer you want. Okay, so once you do that, let's go over some of the tools that are available. So chatbots are great, tools to have on your website. I personally have Drift. Some people love Intercom. So Intercom, it allows you to customize and personalize the customer support. You can have either a set message or kind of figure out what, or guess what the person is going to say and have an answer ready for that. You can ask the individual to pick which question they have and then have the answer that matches that. Same thing with Drift. Drift for me attaches to my desktop. I have an app for it on my desktop and I have an app for it on my phone. So if someone's on my website and it pops up and talk, I can go on if I'm on my desktop, I get a pop-up, I can see who's online and have a chat with them. Or if I'm on my phone, after hours, I can chat with them. And if you're not around, you can customize, sort of a messaging system where they either can, continuously talk on that chat bot, and then you have, the records of what they've said, or you can get them to call you or email you directly. So that option is available. 1 second. There we go. When customers leave, so in the past, when people would leave, a testimonial, or they would leave a review, we wouldn't know what their emotion was like, because it's written. When it's written and typed, how do you know what emotion and sentiment this person has? Well, now we do know. So Monkey-Learn is an AI that allows you to analyze the sentiment of what this person meant to say, and understand your customer's emotion from reviews, social media posts. If you're doing any surveys, you get to see what their emotions like, which is just out of this world amazing, because we would never be able to do this in the past. We also have Lexalytics, and Lexalytics kind of provides sentiments as well, and it's a really big tool, and it's incredibly important, because natural language processing, or as we call it, NLP tools, are fantastic when people are leaving feedback, and it helps you understand what sort of an insight or trends you need to get from this particular. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna, there we go. Now the next one, these are for sentiment analysis. Now, for someone who gets a lot of reviews, this is a really important tool to have, or people that comment a lot on products or services that you offer through social media, and they communicate with you, and you care about that communication, then I recommend using these tools. Most of these tools have a free trial or a free version, and then they have the upgraded version that you have to spend money and buy from. So there's personalization and recommendation engines that, again, these are all fantastic tools to use, but you got to see if this kind of matches what you want to do. So there's dynamic yield, and you can algorithmically match content and product and offers to each one of your clients, and find what their preferences are and anticipate future behavior. So this is when you see how they've interacted with your products on your website, or the content that you provided to read. And then what this tool does, it aggregates all that data that it has collected, and it tells you, well, Miriam is not into Nike shoes. You think she is, but she's into Adidas shoes. She comes to your site and she puts a lot of these products on her in her shopping cart. She doesn't really buy it because she's probably price shopping, because based on her behavior, she clicks on the price piece a lot, so she's probably price shopping. It's a very powerful tool. So if you want to see how to customize your content better for your customers, I recommend it. Qubit is another one that kind of lets you tailor your website and your marketing experience to exactly each one of your individual customers. Now, this takes a little bit of programming, and again, this is where your personas come in handy, because you know who these customers are and what they want from you. So when you know what they want from you, then you can tell Qubit, this is what my customer wants. Customize this particular page, because they go into this page a lot, to exactly how each one of my customers want to see. So a lot of these tools sit on your website for a while, and they analyze how things work, and then they will provide you with information on how to customize and personalize your customer's experience even more. And I definitely recommend, if you if that matters to you, having customized information for your customers, I recommend it. However, remember this one very important thing: our websites are our storefronts. If that customer that comes in, unless if it's a very profitable client, then that would make sense for us to customize every section of our website, because these tools also cost money, and it takes time, and it takes effort from your end, and it takes a bit of a thinking. So if those clients of yours are from every sale you're making a good amount of money, this makes sense for you. However, just like how you don't change your storefront every time someone walks in and rearrange everything for their benefit, it won't make sense to do that on your website either. So understand what your overall clientele wants and create a plan for all of your clientele, including your top tier clients that bring you a ton of money, and then the middle group, and then the bottom group, and how to customize something so the bottom group can come up to the middle group as well. Okay. Fraud detection and security is super important. I would not I'm not telling you to put any of these tools on your website if you don't have to, but having something for fraud and security is actually quite important, because if you're collecting customer data or credit card information or any sort of a payment information, you do need to make sure that there's security on your website. So Swift is machine learned, and it detects and prevents fraud activities, protects your customers' data and transactions. So if you need something, Swift is really good. Now, Swift doesn't work with BigCommerce. I'm sorry, that's not true. It does work with BigCommerce. Not all templates of BigCommerce accepts it. So that's one, but it works very well with WordPress, Shopify, Squarespace, Joomla. It works with a lot of different languages. Forter offers AI-based fraud prevention, and it analyzes your customers' behavior in real time to kind of identify and stop fraudulent transactions, and make it a secure shopping experience. I had this issue and it was absolutely amazing. I had this issue with a site recently where and I knew this. I know the owner of the site, and the owner was using Forter. And he was telling me how the site knew my personal preferences and my behavior, and it was telling him this particular customer is going to perform at this level, and these are the areas she's going to go, or this client's going to go. And ironically, I had gone through all the steps that he was mentioning, and I'm like, that's fantastic. You were informed of what I'm going to do ahead of time. So and it's because I've been on his website before, so this system had recognized me and my IP address and how I interact with this website. Customer relationship management CRM tools are very important. We personally use Zoho, but Salesforce is another really good one. Salesforce came up with their own AI called Einstein, and that Einstein has a predictive insight and personalized recommendation for each one of the clients, and it kind of teaches you what you need to do with this client. You might need to put this client through another workflow to get more, another sales funnel or another flow to get more sales out of them, or no, this client it requires more customer service. So it's a fantastic tool. It provides a lot of insight that you can use, and it's quite powerful. Zoho has Zia. It kind of helps you figure out how to automate certain features. It's not as powerful as Einstein, but then again, Salesforce is designed to come up with sales ideas. So if you are using Salesforce, take a look at Einstein. It's a little pricey, but it's not that bad. So there's chatbots, and then there's a customer service support and service. AnswerBot is part of Zendesk. We have a client that recently added Zendesk. And what it does is it automates answers and questions. So if you, as the customer, have any sort of a question, they've already have set of questions that are identified. And then as you go along, it overqualifies you, or at least qualifies you enough before the human agent gets to you. And they already know what you're asking for, what they need, because all of that information is already collected through AnswerBot for Zendesk. Then there's Ada, and that's a chatbot, and it automates customer support. It has the same idea. What it does is it gives you, will we get Lemmy? Absolutely, you would get these slides. I will put it on the website, on my website, and I will send you guys an email with a link, and you're more than welcome to download them. Excuse me. So Ada, it allows you, it's the same thing as chatbot. It gives you certain suggestions, and it says here are 7 or 10 or 20 questions that you could ask this client, and you can customize those questions or leave them as is. And then, continuously have that client answer those questions till they're at a stage that you're ready to talk to them, or your customer service rep is ready to talk to them, and you already have so much information about them. Excuse me. Email marketing and automation. We personally use MailChimp, but you can also use HubSpot's Marketing Hub. It's a really good tool. There's nothing wrong with it. I think it's a fantastic tool. MailChimp, it has so many smart recommendations to how to update your email content. What are the best times to send emails out based on your individual, your group of clienteles, or the individuals you're sending it to, and how they have opened your emails in the past. And it tells you how to segment your group. So if you have, if you send out an email to, let's say, 1,000 people, it will tell you, okay, so this group of people that you're sending emails to, they tend to open your emails on Wednesday at 10 a.m. the most. So send it to them. Try to avoid using these particular words because they, unsubscribe to your emails because of that. And then it gives you improvement in how to make your emails and your campaigns more relevant to what your end users want to read, because they know how your big list of emails have interacted with your emails. HubSpot marketing includes AI-driven features. Same idea. These guys allow you to make it more personalized and kind of change the language for it to make sense to the person that's going to be receiving that email. And then they let you know what are the chances of me getting your email of unsubscribing your email, because I have, for example, unsubscribed from more emails this past month than the month prior. So it tells you which individual could potentially unsubscribe. So you might want to not overwhelm them and keep sending them emails that they don't want to receive. Let's look at some data analysis and insights. I am a huge believer in data analysis. I think internet has been giving us data for so long, and it's so important for us to analyze what that data looks like and why are we getting this data and how are we going to use that to the advantage of our small businesses. So there's a tool called Tableau, and it integrates with your Salesforce Einstein, which is your CRM system, and it analyzes and creates these beautiful visualized tools and to help you figure out what are the actionable insights that would help your business grow. You can also use Microsoft Power BI, which is another visuals provided to kind of advance analytics and machine learning for your business. I have personally never used Microsoft, but a lot of people use Microsoft for their analytics. And I mean, to each his own. If it works for you, absolutely take advantage of it. So the good thing about both of these is that once you set it up and you ask for a demo, you get a rep right away. And that rep can provide you with a lot more information as you go along. Okay, so let's look at some case studies. Customer service. There's a company called Quid Retail, and they're a very small online business. They were struggling with providing on-time customer service due to limited staff. They had a very few people working for them. And they ended up putting a chatbot on their website. And that handled common customer inquiries by, kind of automating the answers and questions. And if the customer needed more details, they integrated that chatbot into their CRM system, and they provided a little bit more personalized responses based on the customer's data that they had collected. So this is why it's important to have a CRM system, because you get to collect so much information from people. What was the result? Well, the chatbot successfully handled 70% of their customer inquiries and significantly reduced their response time. Customers were satisfied and improved by 20%. Their score improved by 20%, and the human support team was able to focus more on the complex issues, and that increased repeat purchases and a lot of positive reviews as well. There's Vice Fitness. These guys are a small gym chain, and they needed to increase their membership and attract more customers. So they used an AI marketing platform to analyze their member data and figure out how to personalize workout recommendations and class suggestions and promotional offers to the existing database. Well, that led to 30% increase in their engagement with promotional emails and 15% increase in the membership renewal. And members were very happy. You know, they wanted those tailored recommendations and reinforced their trust in Vice Fitness. And then again, when that happens, you know, we refer more customers to people because we're happy with what we're getting. So we're going to talk about sentiment analysis for customer insights. So Turkfly travel agency kind of wanted to figure out what their customers' sentiments were towards the offerings and services that they were getting. So they implemented an AI sentiment analysis tool to kind of monitor people's reviews, social media posts, feedback, surveys, everything that they're posting. Well, the sentiment analysis revealed a critical area of improvement, such as customer service and specific travel packages that these guys have. So by addressing this, they saw a 25% increase in their positive reviews and significant boost in customer referral, which, you know, means that there's higher trust in this particular client. So we're going to talk about Jabrai e-commerce. So they were faced with an increasing instances of fraudulent transactions undermining customer trust. And when that happens, especially like it affects a lot of pieces in the puzzle. It affects people that are buying from you. It affects, you know, the companies that the transactions are going through. So if there's a chain of reactions that happens. So what they did is they deployed an AI-based fraud detection system that monitored transactions and any sort of an unlike patterns, and they flagged any suspicious activities. Well, that reduced fraudulent transactions by 40%, enhancing the platform's overall security. And then customers felt more secure when they were buying, which led to a 10% increase in transaction volumes. Okay, so let's talk about the most important part of the cream of the crop, the most important piece, the cherry on top of this presentation, which is the implementing AI into your small business. So how are we going to do this? We're going to start really small. We're going to begin with a super small pilot project and kind of test the impacts that this one AI has in very small specific areas of your business, such as customer service or marketing. Pick the right tools. So again, figure out your personas and then pick the tools that aligns with that your needs and that persona and the goals that you have set. So use for something that's super user-friendly and it integrates easily to your existing system, and make sure that this tool, if you want to get rid of it, you can get rid of it and it doesn't have long-term effect on your website or your CRM system. Okay, so ask those questions before you get the app. Data management, so kind of ensure that you have a plan, a data management strategy in place. Make sure that it's clean, accurate data, and it's essential for make sure that all of that is available for the AI to kind of go through it and figure it out. Because even if you attach an AI to your, to your CRM system or to your social media or to your reviews, if there's not enough data in there, the AI is absolutely useless. So this is why it's important for you to collect the good and the right amount of data. If you have staff, teach them how to use these tools and help them understand. And if you need to hire a company to teach them, so if you're using a chatbot by Drift, hire them for the day, spend the money, get them to come and teach you guys how to use these tools effectively, and buy any sort of support that they offer. So most of these tools, they have really good online supports available, But if they don't have that, then there's forums of other individuals like you that have raised questions, and other really good Samaritans have come in and, you know, answered those questions. Read those and then go and open a ticket with the existing AI company to kind of figure out how to manage and work things through. And the most important part is what I tell everybody: monitor and adjust. This means that you are going to look at the performance that this AI tool is giving you, monitor it, look at that performance, and make all the adjustments that you need as you go along. Collect and analytics, data, collect how this AI is working and what impacts is it making on your customer trust, what impacts is it making on your business performance. Look at your numbers. Before you had the AI implemented, what was your sales? What was your customer satisfaction percentage increase? Whatever that was, implementing that AI, it has to improve it. If it doesn't, stop and figure out what needs to happen and adjust accordingly. And that brings us to the end. Do you have any questions? The floor is open to any questions you might have. Anybody? You can even put it in the chat if you like. Okay, well then I guess this was a good presentation. I will have it available online on our website. I'll send everybody an email about it. You're more than welcome, Josh. I'll have the slides uploaded as a PDF so you guys can download it. And yeah, and the video will also be available on the website as well. Oh, amazing. Thanks, Michelle. And if you guys have any questions, my contact information is available. Feel free to reach out to me, and I'd be more than happy to answer any questions you guys might have. Have a fantastic day, everybody. Bye. Oh, wait. Good information. What is the future of AI? Oh, that is a very good information. Okay, that's a very good question. Sorry. Honestly, I don't know. But what I would tell you is that myself and some of the other marketing agency owners that I've been speaking with, they have put all their staff, and I did the same thing, into programs so we can learn more about it and figure out what tools works for us. So they're here to stay. They're not going anywhere. So you might want to, you know, take advantage of anything that's related to AI and learn it better, more. Bye, guys.